Hi, I'm Brett Lee. Today I'm going to be talking about password protection. A lot of people need to really experience an issue before they appreciate the value of having a secure password and protecting it. Most times as adults we do become a little bit lazy. I've been guilty of that myself, and we use a password that we can remember very easily and we use it for every single account. So today I just want to outline to you how our accounts may be accessed, whether it's the password to get into our device itself or whether it's an account that we have online, whether it's a social media, whether it's a banking account, whether it's an eBay account. I'll just go through a few things with a little bit, with a few suggestions on how you can nearly guarantee that you will never ever have your accounts accessed. One of the most common questions I get asked by children, they love saying this word, what if you're hacked? What about hackers? Hacking is actually a legal term, it's not actually an illegal term, but it is a legal term, and illegal hacking is a criminal offence. And all it really is, it's unlawfully accessing another person's device or an account without permission. So that's how we think about it. The best way to protect ourselves, which is our information when it comes to these devices and accounts, is to make sure we protect our password. Now, it is a huge industry to get access to people's accounts. To do that, they generally need either a weak password or they need to get a lot of our information. So I go back to one of the messages that's big when I'm educating communities: protect your personal information on the internet. So some of the tactics that people out there may try and use is what's called brute force. This is where they will go through every single combination in relation to words, numbers and those combinations. So they will just hit an account with millions and millions of different combinations until they get in. If someone targeted your account with brute force, a brute force program, and your password was 123 ABC, they would be in about 20 seconds. Now what they may try and do as well is they target accounts that we don't place as much value on. And some of these companies that we use, such as gaming sites, their security isn't as secure as sites such as banking sites. So they may try and target a gaming account or a social media account first with brute force, because they know that the security surrounding those companies generally isn't as tight. Then when they can get in there, they know that the password used there or the information that they could get could link to other passwords to more important accounts. That's why no matter what account we have on the internet, we make sure that it's secure, even if it's a little gaming account, even if you've got a Bubble Witch account. So brute force is one where they keep hitting it. The dictionary program, where they just keep hitting it with all the words in the dictionary, for those of us who just may use one simple word. Competitions, where we're entering competitions, and what do they want when we enter competitions? They want a lot of personal information. This can link to secret questions, the same as surveys. So when we used to see those little surveys in social media, what's your favourite colour? What was your first school? These questions are quite often used to answer secret questions in people's accounts. Accessing personal information by getting into accounts. So these are some of the tactics and tricks. There is no bounds to the types of methods that people will use to get access to our accounts, but these are some of the most popular ones. Now, with my strategies, I'm going to show you now how to reduce the risk right down to nearly zero. Of course, which I haven't mentioned here, we want to choose trusted websites. How do we know that? The ones that are the most popular usually are going along pretty well. We can do Google searches, we can read the fine print, like terms and conditions when we sign up, to see what their policies are surrounding other companies that they're associated with, whether they sell on information and whether we sign up and we give them permission to do that. So always use unique passwords where possible, not one password across all different accounts. If you have to, find the accounts where you have limited information and you believe that they are not important to your day-to-day life. These accounts, maybe you could use the same ones there, but where you can, use different passwords. Some people say, well, how do I remember them? There are apps now and a lot of devices already have it built in where you have a little password safe. and it will store those passwords for you. It's always been a problem, I do know. At least 8 to 10 characters long. This will make it a lot harder for programs such as brute force and dictionary if it's 8 to 10 characters long. A combination of upper, lower, numerals and special characters. When I teach students in relation to this creating strong passwords, I say you may want to have your own pattern where you have the first and the last letters are capital and you substitute letters for numbers. Maybe it's an O, you change it to 0. Maybe it's an L, you change it to a 1. Maybe you got your date of birth, but you turn it around. Have some sort of pattern so you can remember that pattern and then apply it to any word. So a combination is essential. That will not, if you use that, a combination 8 to 10 long, and change it if you can regularly. These days you may not need to change it as much if you're creating a strong password, but certainly if you think it's been compromised, I would be reporting it to the website, certainly changing that password then and seeing if the anomalies continue. But if you put these 4 steps in place, you are going to reduce the risk to nearly 0. And kids love to talk about, oh, my friend was hacked or this person was hacked. I've been doing internet banking for 20 years and I've never lost a cent. I know it's possible, but I've put some things in place, I like to think, that has reduced the risk. See, the problem with the password is the rewards are what we don't see. The reward is you don't face the problems. Thank you very much.